Hello there, Dave here, exploring the Old Testament scriptures as we journey through from Genesis to Revelation. The book of 2 Samuel is where we left off here, chapter 6. David bringing the Ark of God into Jerusalem. His first attempt failed because he did not follow the specific commands God gave to the Levites to carry the ark a certain way. He instead did his own thing. He made his own cart and thought, do a huge display of glory, and it was really all about him and his attempt to bring the ark. And I believe that's why, another reason why he failed at it. The second time, it was all about God's glory. It was all about bringing it in and presenting it, and the worship experience that follows is just an amazing thing. And I love Michelle's response, and his response to that. I will be even more indignified than this. I'm going to worship before the king, no matter what, before God. 2 Samuel 7, God's covenant with David. I love how David wants to do something, and Nathan's like, go ahead. Nathan's his prophet and his kind of advisor there. Go right ahead. God's with you. And then God immediately tells Nathan, no, turn around, go tell David what I really want you to say. This gives us a good idea of, even though we think in our hearts we know best, it's always a good idea to go talk to God. Go have a conversation with him in prayer and just meet with people that not only know him and can respect him, and also listen for his voice as well. It's always a good idea to get 2 or 3 people or 2 or 3 confirmations when you're praying. Anyway, God makes these promises to David that are still covenants to this day, that his throne will reign. Jesus was promised through Mary. When Mary was talking to the angel Gabriel, she was told that Jesus would be on the throne of David. And the throne of David doesn't even exist in the first century, but it will someday. When the throne is rebuilt, when the temple is rebuilt and the Messiah comes back, Jesus, his throne will be back, and we believe possibly David may sit on the throne as a prince as well. That's a possibility. Chapter 8, the wars of David, talking about the Philistines, the Moabites, all of the things that he did, alliances he made, battles he had to fight. There's a lot of battles. Chapter 9, kindness to Mephibosheth. That is Saul's grandson, Jonathan's son, and this whole thing with God using that to teach us about humility and service and committing to following through on promises that we make to people, especially since David promised that he would take care of Jonathan's family. And this was Jonathan's family. And that's sort of David's way of showing that. Chapter 10, wars with Ammonites. A bunch of that. Then we got victory for Israel, Joab and his conquering the Syrians. There's just a whole lot of interesting moments there, but we'll get into chapter 11 in the next video. Continue to pray for Israel, pray for peace, pray for the Lord to come down, pray for his people, for God's people to return to him. Jesus, amen. God bless. Keep studying the word of truth.